Hi, my name is Stephanie and welcome back. This video is on the cyber cyber threats and their attack methods. Last lesson we covered a couple of attack methods by advanced persistent threats, cyber terrorism, script kiddies, cyber criminals, hacktivists, espionage of intellectual property, and insider threats. Many hackers employ several methods to get access to a system. But the main intrusion model that we use to analyze the threats is a diamond model of intrusion. A big threat that we deal with is APTs, which is advanced persistent threats. They are nation state sponsored group or organized crime syndicate, and their capabilities are they infect a network with malware, emails, by installing backdoors. But an APT attack is something that's done over time. Some of the main groups that appear to use those attacks are APT 29, the Lazarus Group, TA 505, and the Dark Overlord. And we'll discuss them a little later. Then we have hacktivists, which are basically activists that have a cause, and their primary target is financial institutions or government agencies, and they are infamous for denial of service attacks and distributed denial of service attacks. A couple of groups that are associated with them are Anonymous GhostSec, and GhostSec. Those are two different groups. Then we have industrial espionage, which is where basically somebody gets hired into a company to steal their secrets, trade secrets. Most of them belong to countries that have big economies. Some of the groups associated with espionage are Morpho, Fancy Bear, and the Equation Group. Here's another list of our bad actors that we have in cyberspace. The 10 most wanted groups are Anonymous, which we talked about, which are hacktivists. Number 2 is Fancy Bear, APT 29, Cozy Bear. They're also known as APT 29 and Cozy Bear, or as well as Pawn Storm. All those names are associated with the same group, which is Fancy Bear. Then we have the Lazarus Group, which is a notorious North Korean hacker group. Then we have Carbonic, which is cyber terrorism. The Dark Overlord, which is cyber terrorism. The Equation Group, which is APT. The TA 505, also known as Evil Corp, is cyber terrorism. The Dark Side Operations. Number 9 is Morpho, and number 10 is Lapsus. Our major concern would be Lapsus because they are international hacker groups from Poland and Europe, but it's mostly made of teenagers. So they don't see a consequence for their actions, or they'll just get a slap on the wrist. And that's not good. So they're not too worried about getting caught. A lot of their attacks are extortion, and blackmail. Morpho's group is zero-day vulnerabilities. target intellectual property of government agencies and financials, but they perform a lot of the zero-day vulnerabilities as well. Each of these groups have a different type of attack. Some use the same attack, some use multiple attacks. And their primary objective is to gain access to a network, gain sensitive data that they'll either release or use for their own means. And here are some references for where I've gotten my information from. Is there any questions? Thank you.